All right, so we've talked about a lot of wonderful things tonight, but right now we're going to talk about the Arbonne opportunity. I know I've shared my story a little bit before, but we're going to share it again. We're going to talk about some of the differences in Arbonne, and we're also going to talk about why I am even comfortable enough to share this with you guys, because it's taken me a long time to really get to this point. But I'm really, really excited to share with all of you. So first of all, like I said before, I was introduced to Arbonne about 2 years ago. My husband bought me the Calm Facial set to start using for my 23rd birthday. And I remember getting it and thinking, you know, in the back of my mind, because Spencer's taught me how to be a gracious gift receiver, but in the back of my mind I was like, really? You bought me face wash and lotion? And you spent how much? Like, are you kidding me right now? But like I said, I graciously on the outside accepted the gift and acted surprised. And I started to use it right away because it was a gift and it was kind of him and I could tell he was excited. So I started to use it right away and I was so shocked at the results I got almost immediately. I could feel my face getting cleaner. I could feel that it did a fantastic job of cleaning my face without stripping all the oils. So even after just using the cleanser, it felt refreshed. I don't know about many of you, but I often felt that you'd put on the cleanser and your skin feels that like crackly, dry grossness. Didn't feel that way. I was able to put on the moisturizer and it was so lightweight, and I was just very impressed by this product because for the first time in my experience, this product had actually delivered on all the promises that it had made, and I was really impressed by that. So then Spencer started to talk to me about this business opportunity, and once again I was like, no thanks, like, you're crazy, love you, no thank you. But because the products were working so well and I couldn't deny that, I went ahead and started to talk to my now sponsor Eden about these products. And these were kind of the things I heard while talking to her, which eventually led to me joining. I do have a cheat sheet because it's me and I will forget. So number one is our products are consumable. What's awesome about that is it means that if people try our products and like them, they'll continue to rebuy from us and have that brand loyalty. So you'll start to get residual income, which is awesome because residual income it starts to make life comfortable. The other huge thing is that, or the second thing is that our products are things that people use anyway. So I'm pretty sure before tonight, everyone's washed their face. Pretty sure before tonight, everyone's eaten breakfast or should be eating breakfast. So these are products that people are already using. They already have a budget for them. I'm just trying to tell you what is awesome about Arbonne and why I've loved it to see if you would like it as well. That's number two. Number three is our product philosophy, and I cannot talk about how wonderful this is enough. Once again, before Arbonne, I didn't really care what was in my products. I didn't really think about it much. I often felt like non-GMO, all things were just taglines to make things more expensive. But as I've noticed with Arbonne, it does make a significant difference if you're doing it right. So here in the United States, we have outlawed 12 products or 12 ingredients in our products because they're deemed unsafe. I know that we're working towards upping that to 24, so good job, America. But here at Arbonne, we don't allow 2,000. So you don't have to be a math whiz to realize that is an exponentially larger number. And that's because Arbonne really truly tries to stay ahead of its game to make sure that you're providing the most pure, safe, and beneficial products to its customers, because that's our philosophy and that's what we stand by, which once again, I'm so impressed by this company because they truly do stand by what they're trying to promote. You're not going to find any lead in our cosmetics, formaldehyde, dioxin in baby wash, tar and mascara. There's tar in mascara. That's disgusting. So you're not going to find that in our products, which, like I said, as I started to learn about this more, I was really impressed by that and very grateful that these were not only products that I loved anyway, but then the fact that they were also safe and better for my body, huge bonus. Number four is that we're an international business. So we are currently in 7 countries, which are the US, Canada, Australia, United Kingdom, Puerto Rico, I guess we're counting that as a country right now, Poland, and we're in New Zealand as well. So we're working towards becoming an even more national and global business, which is really, really cool for lots of wonderful reasons. One, I've met a lot of people who have since moved out of the country and they're still able to get their products because they're in these other countries. It's also great because if you're able to sponsor people in other countries, you could literally be making money while you sleep as they are working on their business in a different country. So that's really, really cool. Also, like, it wouldn't be in different countries if it wasn't sustainable and awesome. So huge thing there. And then number 5 is our culture. And I can't really explain this well enough because it's hard to see that over a video where I'm just like talking to you guys, but I've been so impressed by this culture. I know my upline. I know them fairly well. Like, I've been to the national vice president, which is like the top person in our company in the area. I've been to her house. I know her children. You know, I talk to all of these people and we meet on a regular basis. My sponsor talks to me all the time. And what I love about that is it really builds that unity. And a lot of these other things, you kind of sign people up and don't really hear from them again. Not everyone does that, not bagging on other people, but Arbonne, it makes an extended effort to make sure that people are involved and to make sure that people get the support that they need. So I absolutely love that. Another thing that's not on this list, but that honestly was my turning point, was that we don't require inventory. So everything that I buy from Arbonne, I'm buying for me to use. You know, I'm not buying, you know, a bunch of makeup trying to sell it to my friends. It ships directly from the production line to the customer's house, which once again was huge for me because it means that the main source of income is from customers. It's not from people being signed up and like buying a bunch of stuff to then sell later. It's going straight to the consumers, which is awesome. So that was for me a huge thing because I knew that I could sell this at my own pace because I didn't have to invest thousands of dollars up front. So huge thing there. So now let's just talk a little bit about the money, because let's be honest, if you're going to be doing a business, you want to be making money. Otherwise, why are you in business? So if you're like me, these numbers kind of blow your mind and you almost can't fathom them. So just listen for your number. Listen for the number that would make you breathe, that life would be a little easier, that you wouldn't have to worry so much. And then I also want to have you listen to that number that just kind of blows your mind, and you start, that's the number, I call it the dream number, that number that starts to make you think like, if I made that, I could do this, or if I made that, this would be so much easier. Whatever that is. So think of those two numbers in your mind and hear them while I'm talking about them. So to become a consultant, it's $49 to join. That gets you a free website, gives you 35 to 50% off all the products. It's really, really cool because like I said, you get a sign up, you start your business, life's great. And on average, people make about $50 to $500 a month. And that's just starting. So that's like $500 extra a month. That's pretty cool. So second level is our district manager level, and this level is so legit. And that's because you start to earn income on your own purchases. So when I go to the Arbonne store and I buy soap, I then get a check for the soap that I already bought after the 35% off that I got. So how cool is that? So at district manager, you start to earn income on your own products. You're starting to share these products more and mentor other people. It's about $300 to $1,200 a month. On average, it takes about 3 weeks to 3 months to get here. Obviously, it depends on how hard you're working and what you're doing, but that's essentially the averages. Could you imagine like in 3 months you went from making like no extra money to like $1,200 extra money? Like, that's kind of cool. The third level is area manager. Once again, you're mentoring more people. It's about $1,200 to $3,500 a month. On average, it takes like 3 to 8 months to get here. And this one is just like freaking blowing my mind. So here you're able to will your business. What the heck does that mean? Essentially, that means that if like I were to die, Spencer would then get my, like, to be able to take over my business, and he could either run it or he could just get, once again, that residual income from people continuing to buy products, from my team continuing to sell products. He would be able to get that money. Now, I don't know about you, but that would be a huge relief to any spouse or any kids that I might be leaving behind. Just knowing that they would be able to get continual money after I passed away. Like that's crazy. That's so crazy and so cool. Our fourth level is our regional vice president. You're making about $400 to $800 a month. If you're more of a seasoned, so you've been in like a vice president for a while, you're about $1,200 to $1,800 a month. I know these numbers are rolling off my tongue, but like they're still crazy numbers to me to even like think of. But it takes about 1 or 2 years to get here. This is also what we call the Mercedes-Benz level, because at this level, Arbonne is going to give you $800 a stipend to buy a white Mercedes-Benz of your choice. How you finance it, how you want to take care of it is up to you, but you get $800 to do it. And then so far, I mean, things can change, but so far, they don't track to see how long it takes you to actually pay off that car. So you'll continually get that $800 every month, even after the car's paid off. So once again, a little bit mind-blowing. I still can't wrap my head around it, but I've literally seen people make it to this level, which is so cool. And then the last level is our national vice president. You're making about $20,000 to $25,000 a month or higher, and it takes about 5 to 6 years to get here. And what I like about this level is it's obviously a huge dreaming level for many people, but what I like about it, and once again goes hand in hand with that Arbonne culture, is the people that I have seen make it to this level are able to give back in such a huge way. And I'm not even just talking about like to their team members who they're able to help get to that level. I'm just impressed so immensely by how giving people are at this level at 20,000, 28,000. And yes, like obviously that's a lot of money and anyone can live comfortably on that and have excess, but they just give, and they always have. That's just kind of the culture of Arbonne. And I know I'm taking a lot of time, but I really feel like I should share this story. My very first meeting with Arbonne, brand new consultant, just walked in the room super late because like this is just my side business kind of thing. It was soon after the shooting in Las Vegas a couple years ago. I don't know how many people were familiar with that, but we happened to have a consultant who had a friend directly affected by it. So we were raising money that night for her and that friend. And so at the end of the meeting, we just asked how much money had been raised. And it was like $495. Like that's pretty good in one night. It's not the end of like the best thing in the world, but that's just what it was. And Mo, who's the national vice president in our area, is like, okay, cool. Let's make it an even 1,000. And like I started laughing and no one else did. Like I was like, you can't just throw $505 at something just because you can. Like you can't do that. But obviously I was the only one laughing, so obviously she could. And it just amazed me. Like she didn't have to check her bank account. She didn't have to go talk to her spouse. Like she didn't have to do what are the normal checkpoints to just throw $505 at something. And that's the kind of culture we have, and that's the kind of people we have. And so when you're thinking about this business, obviously think about you, because that's why you do start a business. But what I've loved about this business and this process that I've been through is it's really helped me to think about others and how I can bless their lives, not only through the Arbonne opportunity, but through the like excess money I'm able to make with it. So sorry, that was a little bit of a long-winded story. It was meant to be a lot shorter, but like I said, I felt like that was needed to be said. And so if anything has rung true for you tonight, feel free to reach out. I'd love to talk about it more. If it's still not the right fit for you, that's totally fine. There's really no pressure here, only opportunity. I might ask some clarifying questions like, oh, well, why do you think that? Or, you know, other things like that, because it is my job. I am trying to be educational about it, but ultimately this is your job in your life. And if it's something that you think would be awesome for you, I would love to help you out. If it's something that's totally cool. Thank you for hanging out with me for 14 minutes. Anyway, I hope all of you are having a good day, and thanks for coming to the party. Bye.